No one saw this. As you were looking this way, again, another narrative is going on this way. In this video today, I'm going to break down what is about to happen. And you have to remember this. The person who stays non-emotionless about the markets will be the one that gets the wealthiest. But if your emotions look like the stock market, 100% of the time, you are going to get rich. Now, what's happening now is we reverted back to these gambling, addictive type behaviors. As we're looking this way at meme coins, there's a whole nother narrative going on this way. You all need to read the book Intelligent Investor. At 12 years old, Warren Buffett picked up the book Intelligent Investor. He was already an investor at that point. He stopped investing in the markets because they were emotional, and he started investing in true world, real world solve, intrinsic value companies. And remember, he didn't become a billionaire until 50 years old. So I'm 47 right now, and I'm not playing games with my money. Most people who watch my channel are anywhere from 35 to 70 years old. Most people in my generational shifter program are anywhere from 35 to 70 years old. So what you have to understand within this point is that patience are going to be the thing that changes the game. Number one is you need to be patient. Number two is within cryptocurrency, you need to diversify. Okay. Meme coins shouldn't be your strategy, but you should have a diversification. And you should say to yourself, is what if all this goes to zero? What is your game plan outside of crypto? We have developed what we call the 5 pillars of wealth: security, retirement, and investments. So in the next bull run, as everybody else goes shooting up and comes sliding back down, they're rich for a moment in time. We're pulling profits with a very strict exit strategy. We're securing our wealth, we're growing our wealth, and we're going to be buying cash generating assets and repeating the process. So what I'm about to show you today is the actual game and what's happening. Remember, first they resist it, then they sue it, then they regulate it. And I'm going to throw this one in there. Then they monopolize it. So as we dive into this video today, I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. If you'd like to join our Warrior Academy, where we've helped over 6,000 people worldwide get their shit together since 2020, and we're about to do some remarkable things in the next 90 days. They're going to help people generate true, real passive income. Not these get rich quick things, but building real companies, real world things, and showing you real world skills that will not only shift your timeline, but generations to come as you pass along. So let's dive right into this. After this video, I'm going to show you our brief commercial around our academy. If you want to dive in and just explore, click down below. So I know this is a long intro. I want to share with you guys why my video wasn't there. I'm at home now and be home for a while. I suffered a pretty devastating injury to my leg. I'll be going to an orthopedic surgeon on Monday. So this is going to be a huge this is to my people, my friends who've been following me for a while. This is going to be a big mental battle. I'm a very active person. I travel a lot. I exercise incessantly. I love being with my people at my academy, but I'm going to be home for a while, Warriors. So my beautiful team is coming to this, going to set up I have a studio over there, and they're going to set it all up as a podcast studio, YouTube studio. We're going to get everything set up. But this is going to be a huge mental battle. And so if you want to follow my journey, I'm going to take you guys through basically what happened is I had a pretty bad injury to my quad on Wednesday, went to the hospital on Thursday night, and they're recommending me to an orthopedic surgeon. They think that I tore my quad. That's where we're at. But what I'm focused on, that's a big mountain ahead of me, right? Well, what I'm focused on is the rock, the little tiny rock. I'm going to step up on that rock. And the next day, I'm going to step up on the next rock. And the next day, I'm going to step up on the next rock. And I'm not going to give up. So I want to share with you guys, my energy seems a little bit lower the next couple of days. I'm in a lot of pain, but I am not stopping. I'm resting appropriately. I'm going to take my time that I need to heal, but I'm not going to stop educating people. This is our time. It's the greatest time in human history. Now, this is what's important about freedom as well. I've developed a completely freedom life. So a devastating injury like this to me, I can still run all my companies, a microphone, a computer, and I could disappear for a month if I needed to, and all my companies would run because I learned how to scale companies and operate above them, not in an arrogant way, but you should all, if you own a business, operate above it and inspire and motivate people and empower people. Okay, so let's dive right into it. So you came here to learn about cryptocurrency and macroeconomics. Okay, so bankrupt company. Okay, you need to pay attention to what I'm about to show you. Okay, remember, first they resist it, then they sue it, then they regulate, then they monopolize it. We're going into the monopolization stage. Let's start with banking really quickly. The FMOC was created in 2012. Gary Gensler was start of that. We had the bail-in committees in 2012. Okay, Jay Clayton now sits on the board of that for the bail-in for the banks. Okay, and that's just a few hints out there. Right now, we're bailing in banks, and JP Morgan monopolized First Republic. Okay, so now the bigger banks start to monopolize the smaller banks. Well, if you remember, since we're all focused on meme coins now, we quickly forgot about last year was Celsius collapse, FTX collapse, a stablecoin collapse. Okay, so people are just going to read this article. They're not going to go deeper. It says bankrupt crypto company Celsius could get, check this out, could get life back from Wall Street. This is key right here. Apollo Global Management and senior executives at Distressed Debt Specialists, Fortress Investments Group, are each backing competing groups that aim to restart Celsius under new management. People familiar with the matter said each proposal would kick around $50 million to help Celsius resume some operations as a publicly traded company owned by its creditors, according to the people familiar with the matter and investor presentation viewed in Wall Street Journal. So this is an investor presentation. Well, people just read this and say Celsius is going to get kickstart. Fantastic. That's good. But remember all the companies that were telling you cryptocurrency is a fraud? All these companies that were resisting cryptocurrency, this is how they get into it. They collapse it. They monopolize it because they know that it's coming. Well, let's take a look at who the top investors are in Apollo Group. Okay, we have to pay attention. Vanguard, number one shareholder in Apollo Group. Number two, Capital Research and Management Company. Number three, our favorite friends there, BlackRock, where Larry Fink sits on the board of trustees for the World Economic Forum, and he's responsible for moving the mission and purpose forward of the World Economic Forum. You can go through the top investors, Fidelity Management Group, Morgan Stanley. These are the top investors, top 10 mutual funds holding Apollo Group. American Funds Fundamental, Vanguard. So I hope you can see the game, family. So as Apollo steps in with a bid here to take over Celsius, as everything collapses down, you're going to see a big monopolist. I wouldn't be shocked if FTX got restarted, was monopolized by one of these big companies, because you got to pay attention. Who is the biggest shareholders in these companies? Vanguard and BlackRock are in the top three shareholders for this company. You don't think that they have a say or being talked to about this type of stuff? Okay, this is interesting, family. Celsius is now being bidded through Wall Street to take over. Sorry, my brain is like, I'm in so much pain. I got this. Let's go. Warriors rise. Okay, so let's go to the next thing. So now I'm going to just show you the few things out there that have happened this week. I've been kind of behind with my leg injury, but crypto firm Ripple buys Swiss startup as SEC cracks down, forces company to consider leaving overseas. Blockchain from Ripple has acquired Metco, a Swiss custody service company that was announced on Wednesday. The deal is expected to bolster Ripple's product suite and give it access to attractive roster of clients that include Citi and BNP. It's right here, family. Okay, we know that Ripple continues acquisition streak, expands into Europe operations. That was in 2019. Okay. We go here, we take this off here. We got Ripple opens first office in Canada. This is all, 2019 was, but these ones are all where we're being sued by the SEC. Ripple expands into the Middle East, deepens commitment with new office, and brings an annual global conference to Dubai. So what is happening right now, family, is you're now seeing the regulation and the monopolization of the cryptocurrency and the banking industry. The only thing that will fix this system, is velocity of money. They need liquidity. Okay. The reason why is all banks are over leveraged. Almost all crypto companies are over leveraged. Almost every single American is over leveraged. Now, what does that mean? We have borrowed against our future self so much because of our fake fiat system and low interest rates that we are now at the end of the Ponzi scheme. The well is drying up. The only way to keep the system going is to keep people getting loans. Well, this tells me that they are ready for a big shift in the system, and they don't have an option because they can only keep raising or suspending the debt ceiling, which is adding more debt, and our taxes are just paying the interest on the debt. There's no growth happening, guys. Our GDP growth is stagnant. Okay, there's GDP. They'll put the numbers whatever way they want, but our debt to income ratio is negative in America. 33% of our debt is held outside of America. Okay, the top two holders are Japan and China. Okay, think about that for just a moment. Now, what happens is in these big economic cycles is that when we have bad monetary policies and they can't kick the can down the road anymore, we go to war. Now, as an investor, what does that mean for you? As an investor, you need to stay very, very calm. You need to step back, and when everything, this is what happens. This is how the wealthy get wealthy, and this is how we get access to resources. We didn't create the game. When everybody is fearful, as Warren Buffett says, we should be buying. So on the back end of this year, when it comes unraveling, people are getting let go from, you should be figuring out how to create cash flow. That's why I'm working feverishly inside my academy. No, that's the wrong word. I'm calm. This kind of caused some fever, but I am working methodically and with high pace and high intentions to move as quick as possible. That's a better way to look at it. So I can create avenues. I'm going to be looking for a team of people to join me, and it's real world solve stuff. So that's why I'm doing this, because family, this is our once in a lifetime opportunity. Okay. What's happening right now is I know how you're feeling. It's like you're looking at this huge mountain, and you can't see how you can, like you've been indoctrinated for so long. But guys, it's just the one rock in front of you. First step. Next rock in front of you. Second step. Third step. Compartmentalize yourself into education around a certain asset class, and then start to branch out. Understand the mechanisms on how money works. You buy when people are fearful, and you get the hell out when they get excited. When the bull run comes, you need to have an exit plan, pulling profits, securing into real world retirements, things like IUL. I'm using IUL, life insurance in general, life insurance, business, precious metals. You're like, well, I'm not an entrepreneur. You can fund businesses. You can loan to businesses. You can buy equity in businesses and be a silent partner. There's so many different things. Now, I know this is a lot. That's why I'm proudly talk about my Warrior Academy every single day. Over 6,000 warriors, close to 32 companies have been created. We own equity in 8 of them. We have two more companies coming out, actually. That'll be 8 and 9. So that'll be 8 and 9. The one's already started. So we have personally going to have equity in 9 companies. 32 companies have been created throughout the ecosystem, and many more to come. So the reason why the Warrior Academy was created for like-minded individuals like you, so that you feel like you have a family. So you feel like because is it the truth or not? When you try to communicate this to your family or people around you, it goes on deaf ears and they call you crazy because it is outside the box. We've been indoctrinated to live inside this box. The box is what you need to shatter. If you don't like the way your life is, you have to go outside the box. You need to draw the line in the sand. Next, you be more committed to the pain of change and staying the same. Then you need to rewire your brain in the foundation. Everybody's telling you how to take action. If you don't rewire your brain in the foundation, you'll end up in the same cyclic patterns. And number 4 is you need to navigate through dream killers, people, places, things, environment. But in number 3, when you rewire the foundation and you work harder on yourself than you do anything else, everything else should clear a path for you. Say to the mountain, move, and it will move. So I love you guys. I appreciate you. We're going to rise up through this injury. We're going to rise up together. This is just a setback for a comeback of a lifetime. So after this video, in the description down below, you can join the Warrior Academy, or you can apply for private coaching with me. I want to be very clear. We will never DM you on WhatsApp, Telegram. I do not invest people's money. Don't ever send someone money off of Instagram or Telegram. Inside of our academy, you will communicate with me. Okay. I will never ask you to send me money directly, ever. Okay. Those are all scammers. There's no way for us to stop it. We've tried to get verified. We've tried everything. So just know that that's why, one of the reasons why we created the Warrior Academy and why we continue to bolster the Warrior Academy, because it's kind of a protection mechanism. But even in the Warrior Academy, if someone DMs you and says, hey, I invest your money, you'll get these huge returns. Does that sound like me? No, we don't do that. Okay. So I just have to, I hate that I have to say this and ruin the content, but that's important to protect you guys. That's my biggest fear, is my people not being protected. Our people, us. I love you guys. I appreciate you. As we always say, warriors, rise, get your shit together. Let's go.
The system is designed to keep you trapped. 2017, I walked out of a high-paid vice president job because I was absolutely miserable. Working 16 to 19 hours a day because that's what the system taught me to do. And what I discovered through countless hours of meditation, research, reading books, understanding how the millionaires and billionaires operate, the system is designed to keep you trapped. Today, I own multiple companies. I travel all over the world. I'm financially free, and that's exactly why I created this community of like-minded warriors coming together called the 3T Warrior Academy. Now, I don't say this to brag. I'm sharing this with you to show you what's possible for you. Whether you're just starting out or you're looking to take your life to another level, we believe the Warrior Academy has something for everybody. Processes that take you step by step through disciplined, consistent activities, and that's exactly what you're going to get. Our 120-day challenge, all you have to do is open up the app and take it day by day. We're going to take you through the disciplined, consistent activities to take your life to the next level. Within 1 week, you're gonna feel a difference. Within a month, people are gonna notice a change in you. That's how powerful this 120-day challenge is. So if you're truly ready to break free from the old paradigm into a new paradigm of discipline, consistency, great relationship with your family, financial freedom, and learning the pillars of wealth that'll change your life and generational wealth to come, I'm gonna invite you to do our program for 7 days for free. The 120-day challenge has changed over 5,000 warriors' lives worldwide, and we hope to be yours next.
Warriors, let's get your together. Let's go.